Hello BroadwayCon bounders, I'm Allie and I'm back for another video. I'm really sorry I missed last week. Finals took over my life. I am finishing up my senior year of college. I'm graduating tomorrow. So all of that madness had to take precedence over YouTube for a little bit. But now I'm back and I'm ready to get started. So this week's theme is basically any themes you have missed or a show that has changed your life. And I personally have two shows that have changed my life, and I would like to talk about both of them in the very short amount of time I have for this video. But anyway, so the first show that really changed my life was Cinderella. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. As you guys know, it's one of my favorite shows, but it has had a very big impact on my life over all of my 21 years. So when I was little, it was the first musical I ever saw on video. I had the Brandy and Whitney Houston VHS tape, and my parents will vouch and say that when I was little, I wasn't singing Disney songs around the house. I was running around the house singing Impossible. That was my song of choice when I was little. I would sing Impossible. And as I grew up, I still loved that show. There was a community theater that did it. I had auditioned. And so then when I was in high school, it was my junior year of high school. It was our first ever musical in 20 years. And we chose to do Cinderella. And I was cast as a stepmother. I really wanted to be Cinderella, but the stepmother was very, very fun. And it was something very out of my comfort zone, but it made me work. It was a role that I worked for, because I had never played an evil character before, but I had so much fun with it, and it was great. And that was the first musical I had ever done, so it really holds a lot of stock for me in that sense, because it started me in musicals. Next year, when I had graduated after my senior year, it was on Broadway again, with Laura Osnes and Santino Fontana. And I went to that show in utter awe. It's so hard to describe what I felt walking in, because I don't think I can ever replicate it, because it was that amazing. And I could hear a pin drop in that room. We all know how the story of Cinderella ends, like the glass slipper fits, they get married, hooray. You could hear a pin drop as the prince put that slipper on Cinderella's foot. And even the orchestra kind of faded away. And as soon as they looked at each other when it fit, you could feel the audience smile and be so happy that this ending that we all knew was going to happen, happened. And I had never felt like that in a theater before. And I sat there, and I had at the time been contemplating whether I wanted to change my major or not. I sat there, and I felt that moment, and I was like, I want to give that to somebody someday. I want to be in a show and like do this professionally where I can give an audience that feeling of being so happy and just having that happiness fill a room. And that was the night that I chose to have theater be a part of my life for the rest of my life. And that was always a special show for me because of that, and it will continue to be. And I really hope that one day I get a chance to play Ella, just to have everything come full circle. And this one's a little quicker because I'm running out of time, but the other show that has deeply affected my life has been Bonnie and Clyde. I relate to Bonnie in so many ways of just wanting to get out of my very small town and making a name for myself. And when I left for college, my mom, who has, like, listened to the music and, like, knows the story, I said to her, I was like, when I drove down here, I made it out of West Dallas, which is the town in Bonnie and Clyde where they always say they're stuck in. And that was something really big, and it's something my mom and I continuously say to this day, is that I made it out of West Dallas. And it's a show that will always hold a special place in my heart. And that's it for me this week, guys. I will see you next time, and have a great week, and I can't wait to see you at BroadwayCon 2018. Bye!